Hello guys, welcome to Royal Empire where all royal just generate. Please don't forget to subscribe for more. Speculations rise up that Donald Trump may want to announce he's going for walks for a 2D time period early. Former US President Donald Trump exits the degree after speaking at some point of a rally hosted through the previous president on the Delaware County Fairgrounds on April 23, 2022 in Delaware, Ohio. Drew Anger. Getty Images. If there may be one element former President Donald Trump is aware of very well, it is the truth that the Department of Justice has a tough and speedy coverage in opposition to indicting a sitting president. He heard it loads of instances at some point of the Mueller research from each TV legal professional with inside the USAVA in addition to his own, inclusive of the White House counsel. And despite the fact that the Mueller report laid out numerous feasible counts of obstruction of justice, without a doubt meant to be precipitated as soon as Trump became out of office, not anything ever happened. It's quite clean that Trump is aware the presidency to be a get-out-of-prison-free card. Right now he likely may want to use one. On Tuesday, the unique grand jury convened through the Fulton County, Georgia's district attorney's office issued some of subpoenas to Trump's Kraken election group to testify approximately the Trump campaign's post-election strain to overturn the election in 2020. Lawyers Rudy Giuliani, John Eastman, Jenna Ellis, Cleta Mitchell, Jackie Pick Deason and Kenneth Chesebro have been known as at the site of Senator Lindsey Graham. Giuliani, you will recall, testified at a listening to after the election wherein he claimed he had evidence that Georgia election employees pulled suitcases complete of ballots out from beneath a desk to pad Biden's vote matter, a fee which became investigated and absolutely refuted through the Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger's office. That failed to forestall Giuliani and others, inclusive of Trump, from spreading the lie anyway, ensuing in loss of life threats to the election employees they focused with their bogus story. Ruby Freeman and her daughter Shaye Moss, each of whom movingly testified earlier than the January 6 committee. Giuliani has by no means subsidized off his claims to this day. It's quite clean that Trump is aware the presidency to be a get-out-of-prison-free card. John Eastman, the constitutional scholar maximum responsible for the plot to have Mike Pence single-handedly reject the Electoral University votes on January 6, additionally regarded at the listening to and advised Georgia officers that they'd the strength to sincerely hire new electors for Donald Trump, which is, of course, crazy. Ellis wrote a few memos passing at the equal rationales and he and Deason spoke on the equal listening to. Chesebro is said to have labored with a nearby GOP chairman to get faux electors to satisfy secretly with inside the nation capital. Last, however now no longer least, Senator Graham known as up Georgia's Secretary of State twice to look if there wasn't a few manner they might throw out absentee votes for Biden. Trump himself wasn't subpoenaed however considering the fact that Raffensperger has reportedly already testified and they'll have added the audio recording of Trump trying to coerce him into finding one extra vote than he had to overturn the election, possibly it is unnecessary. There's masses of proof of his tries to strong-arm Georgia officers into dishonest on his behalf without listening to a phrase from him. These subpoenas come at the heels of a flurry of hobby and current days through the Justice Department wherein John Eastman and former DOJ legend Jeffrey Clark have been served, seek warrants and diverse GOP activists and officers across the USAVA who have been concerned with inside the faux elector scheme have been served with federal subpoenas. The faux elector scheme is of unique hobby to the feds for the easy purpose that there's a paper path displaying that during Wisconsin, Nevada, Georgia, Arizona, and Michigan they signed certificate which claimed they have been their state's duly appointed electors. In different states, a person had the presence of thoughts to feature language which stated the one's votes might simplest matter number if the courts decided that the unique matter became invalid. According to diverse felony observers, those fake statements may want to without difficulty result in prices of defrauding the United States. They attempted to fraudulently solid votes with inside the Electoral University. It without a doubt is the maximum egregious instance of election fraud in US history. The irony of this is so thick you may simplest reduce via it with a chainsaw. Meanwhile, we've got the January 6 committee making information each week with extra proof of Trump and his henchmen organizing the tried coup from the